The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin is one of my favourite books. I've read a lot and people ask me what books should I read next, and The Happiness Project is one I would absolutely recommend. It follows the author, Gretchen Rubin, as she goes on a kind of quest over a year to see if she can boost her happiness. She says she wasn't depressed, it was just kind of midlife malaise, and is this really it? So then she dug deep into the research to see how do you boost your happiness? And what she found was absolutely fascinating. So there are three key points from this book. Firstly, happiness is a skill. Happiness can be learned because happiness comes from specific things you do. Because happiness actually becomes a habit, it is something you have to incorporate into your daily life and do again and again and again. The things that make you happy, both those that come spontaneously and those that need planning. And if you can optimize your life for them, you will overall boost your enjoyment. Kind of going with this, the second point is that it takes more effort to be happy than it does to be gloomy and negative. She says it's hard to be light, and that's absolutely true. It's often easy to complain about things and say how life is tough, but to take a potentially slightly tricky situation and be easygoing and light and laugh about it, that is what is really hard and takes effort and practice. The third point, which I think is really interesting, is that what gives you happiness in the long term doesn't necessarily mean enjoyment in the short term. I think that the best point that goes with this is raising children, and Rubin talks a lot about her experiences with her children. In the short term, there may be very difficult times, but in the long term, overall, it is a process that raises your happiness. The other thing I've taken away from this book is what Rubin calls her secrets of adulthood. And these are often little aphorisms that sum up some of the key points of life as an adult and things that kind of only crystallize as wisdom over time. For example, probably my favorite is that the days are long, but the years are short. Think about that. The number of times you've been at work thinking, oh, this day's going on forever, but then at the same time, the years just seem to whiz by. Gretchen Rubin's written a whole series of other books which are brilliant, and she's got a fantastic blog. So I advise you to check it out. You can get the link just below. You can get the full summary of this book on my site, and you can sign up to my mailing list or send you a new book summary or part of my blog every single week.